they could send us the help we need to support our community. And I can tell you that that doesn't happen in most places. All of this, I'm hoping, will communicate to you that in the emergency department of Boca Raton, we're trying to live up to what is our own motto, and that is our family caring for yours.
Thank you, John. Now we've talked about what the bigger picture is out in the community. We've talked about the responses that the hospital is preparing, but there is another element, and that is in the community of the school children. And Barbara DeWolf is going to talk to us about their preparedness.
Well, first of all, I feel lucky to be based at Loggers Run Middle School. First of all, because I believe that the staff knows me and the children know me. Today's program really triggered a lot of memories for me of that day, particularly when the panel was speaking about their personal experience. And my children are spread all over the country, one of them being in Washington, so that my main concern was what happened to my child. Where are my children? What are they doing? And are they safe? And unfortunately, that same day of 9/11, I had already planned to go to a wake of the brother of one of the students at our school, and so I was dealing with that family's personal tragedy that was eclipsed by 9/11. And I remember following a teacher to the service, and I don't remember to this day how I got there, or even, I know it was in Lake Worth somewhere, and how I got home. And I do remember a flood of information coming over the news, the radio, and I was like, oh, I just can't absorb all this, and then I've got to go to this other very sad thing today. How am I going to get through today? And driving home, I remember hearing Jeb Bush saying, everybody, put your flags up, and I thought, at least is there some little thing that I can do, because I felt that same sense of helplessness and despair about what had happened that day. So as a response to 9/11, I believe that Loggers Run School finally did something to help the students, and that was, as a staff, we got together, and we do have a crisis team now. The team is identified to all the students. We practice, and this is not only for natural disasters, but for public tragedies. And I believe that when the staff knows what they're doing and has a sense of calm and competency, this is going to help the children. The day of 9/11, we had parents flooding into the school saying, I want my child, I just need to get my child and go home. And we wanted to prevent another tragedy by not sending a child home with somebody that was not, we have a certain protocol, a card where that person has to be on the emergency card to take a child home. It was just a really terrible day, and so we were saying, no, we have to do better. We have to help our children. And also the panel, I think, referred to unique responses when there's a tragedy, and for children we're doing a lot of staff education because children have unique physical responses to tragedies, emotional responses, cognitive, behavioral, and spiritual. And we are also educating children as to events, the who, what, where, when, and why. We are identifying helpers, and in the companion book there, and I had heard this before, Mr. Rogers, who just died, his mother told him in a tragedy, look for your helpers. So we are making ourselves known to the children when we practice our drills who are the helpers. And we're also trying to do a lot of prevention with our children with the type of school violence that has been going on as far as the bullying problem. Know who your helpers are. You can go to those people so we can avert a tragedy like that. With our caring and support, our education, and we are trying to do a good observations of children that would be at high risk for not being able to develop coping skills to deal with these tragedies. So we have to have good communication between our staff and our parent